Hey, kings and queens, I'm here with another book recommendation. As I mentioned before, every month I want to post a book that I'm either reading or that I've read before that I believe has been significant to my spiritual growth. So, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it's not what you think, people. It's not about not giving a fuck. It's about giving a fuck about things that really matter. And before I tell you what individual I recommend this to, I want to give you some points about what the book is overall about. Happiness. How are we searching for happiness? Responsibility, rejection, uncertainty. How do we go about uncertainty? Do you believe that uncertainty is a inhibiting factor in your life, or do you see it as a tool? Something to think about. Morality. What are your values? So, first and foremost, I recommend this book to the individual who experiences themselves giving a fuck about 100 things that really don't matter. Because from those 100 things, probably 2 to 5 of those things actually matter and are actually important. But why do we give so much importance to 100 things? Because we're searching for happiness. But searching for happiness is a conundrum itself. Let me tell you why. We spend so much time trying to connect the puzzle to find this thing we call happiness. So we make happiness a destination, right? And when I think of a destination, I think of an idea that reaches a limit, right? This is a destination and this is the process. Once you get to happiness, it kind of stops there, right? It's a destination. So it's limited. It doesn't go any further, right? So that's why happiness can become a problem. Opposed to seeing happiness as something that we constantly manifest. Happiness is subjective, right? What makes me happy probably doesn't make you happy. But now the biggest factor to what makes us happy is our values, right? What do we value? A lot of us use up lifetime trying to find happiness through accomplishments, right? External accomplishments, through career, money, status, relationships. I mean, you name it. And if you think about it, it means that happiness has a fee. You got to pay seeing yourself as the worst person but still pursuing a career, and then you'll reach happiness. I mean, I don't know. Opposed to seeing happiness as something that is free because you're able to manifest it at any point, at any moment of your life. However, giving a fuck about 100 things is not going to help you reach that organic happiness that allows a human being to thrive. Not just for the moment, but forever. You want to be underground, 6 feet, and you still want to be, yeah, I'm dead, but I'm happy. You know the deal, you know what I'm trying to say. And just to put one of the passage here in perspective for you, I'm gonna read it really quickly. It says, the key to a good life is not giving a fuck about more, it's giving a fuck about less. Giving a fuck about only what is true and immediate and important. Something to keep in your mind. The next individual I recommend this to is to the person who believes that they need to be extraordinary in order to be visible or to be seen, I could say. I mean, think about how we use filters, right? How we like to enhance our photo, our image. I mean, hence, there are photographers like myself who suck, who can't take a picture for nothing. I mean, you can give me guidelines and I'd still mess up your picture. You get me? But there's people who just strive for perfection because they want to be extraordinary, right? They want to be able to be seen in a very extraordinary light because you might fear being mediocre, right? It's either extraordinary, you'd rather be extraordinary or be a complete failure. There's no middle to it, you see? So he talks about what is the intention behind being extraordinary? What is it that you're covering up, right? There might be a lot of self-esteem issues back there, you know? But again, it's about giving a fuck about things that matter. You see that? If you give a fuck too much about being extraordinary, you're literally disregarding your own light, your own being, what you already bring to earth. Everything is interconnected because if you think about being extraordinary, it's about what you value, right? You value people's validation. You value how you look in public so that you're, I don't know, accepted or praised or whatever it is. I want to read another passage here just to put it in perspective. This is because you always get to choose how you see things, how you react to things, how you value things. You always get to choose the metric by which you measure your experiences. Dude, you don't have to seem extraordinary to be extraordinary. Dude, I'm extraordinary, seriously. But I don't need to convince you that I'm extraordinary. You gotta know that shit within, you hear me? And one last piece of information before I go. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything that's gonna happen later, or that's gonna happen in the near future, or in the far future. You don't really have to know that. You see that? Because uncertainty is actually really good. Certainty is the enemy of growth. Nothing is for certain until it already happened. And even then, it's still debatable. Ladies and gentlemen, allow yourself to just be, to just experience. And when you make a mistake, fuck it, right? When you're right, fuck it. You don't need to be right. When you're wrong, fuck it. You don't need to be wrong. You just need to be the best of you. You need to be the higher you. You need to be behind closed door and say, wow, the way I responded to that was definitely a reflection of the higher me. Thank you for watching Kings and Queens. As I said before, every month I'm going to be posting a book to let you know why the hell am I so inspired? Why the hell do I possess such energy? And this is the reason why. This is one of the reasons why. Because I've been fucking hitting them books. I've been hitting them books. I've been reflecting. I've been learning, right? I've been gaining perspective. And that perspective has allowed me to see things in multiple angles. My service to humanity is to relay information that I believe would be extremely beneficial to the humans' state of being. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care out there, and stop giving a fuck about so many shit that don't matter. Peace.